Hunter at Sunrise, acoustic eclectic music for your Sunday morning. We're streaming live at hunteratsunrise.com, whrv.org, altradio.org, iTunes, Shoutcast, and Radio Time. We're on your digital radio at 89.5 WHRV HD2 Alt Radio. You know we like to do acoustic sessions on the show, and yes, we have a live one this week as Roy Moats returns to our program. Brought to you by Pembroke Title and your real estate resource. Thank you, Carol Butler, for your support. Roy, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Hunter. How are you today?
I'm not bad, not bad. Well, thanks for making it down here through the traffic and all the craziness that is Norfolk streets. And
yeah, and they closed my exit ramp too.
Yeah,
that just helped a lot.
I'm sorry about that. I'll put a note into
I'm holding
the
you
people.
Personally responsible.
Well, I'll put a note into the people of the city of Norfolk that this is not going to be tolerated.
Yes.
What would you like to play for us first here?
We'd like to do a song called "A Whole Lot of Wolves."
Okay.
It's about a man who's not doing well.
Okay. Here's Roy Moats here on 100 Sunrise.
Tell the nurse that thing that I had that I thought was getting better isn't really getting better. No, it's kind of getting worse. I thought I was a big dog. Thought I was a bad. Thought I was a two with a bad attitude. But my angry little mood was really just as sad as a man, you know. A baby in a bag with a bunch of baboons. A choir boy living in hell. Well, I'm not doing well. The devil's in my coffee. Al-Qaeda's in my lunch. Somebody's fire ants are living in my pants. I've been looking for an answer, don't even have a hunch. I used to really get mad with nothing on my mind. Sitting in a tree, eating everything I see. Then there's always got to be. Now the best job I can find is a man in a hole with a whole lot of wood. A baby in a bag with a bunch of baboons. A choir boy living in hell. Well, I'm not doing a man in a hole with a whole lot of wolves. A baby in a bag with a bunch of baboons. A choir boy living in hell. Well, I'm not so good right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Norfolk.
For some reason, I don't think you were having a very good time in that song.
Wasn't well.
I don't know what the big clue was, but you know, that was what was that? A choir boy in hell?
Living in hell.
That's quite a line, I must tell you.
That's Mr. Alan Baisley on the guitar.
Well, I was gonna ask you to introduce Alan, but it's good to have you back, Alan. How are you?
Greetings, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Alan's in the group, the ADB Overture.
ADB
I'm sure he's
Overture.
too modest to.
Oh, really? Is this a new band? I don't know if I've heard of them.
couple of years?
No, we've been going at it, the wife and I, for a couple of years with the band and got a couple of guys with us, Lynn Floyd and Mark Bray.
Uh-huh.
We go out and do stuff. Well, you saw us the other night at the Pink.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
I think.
Pink, I think.
We
The
elect.
Pink, I
Put
think.
that into
See, the
a
man's a
song.
songwriter too.
And we've got some things coming up on the website and all that. So, yep. all is well.
First of all, I want to congratulate you, Hunter Hughes,
Why?
on your
Oh.
upcoming nuptials.
Oh, yes, yes.
Is there a single nuptial? No, I don't think so.
No, I think it's plural, no matter what.
If you only listen to this show and don't see it, Hunter's fiance Denise is here. She's a beauty and a cool person.
Yes.
And
She
I'm
also
sure
is,
you would envy Hunter.
she's also my producer. She helps out a lot.
And she's also my PR.
She's your PR person.
Yes.
That's right, I heard that. When I met her, she introduced herself that way. She said, well, I'm Roy Moats' PR
So
person.
certainly will not struggle in obscurity much longer.
I said, well, do you have enough time while you're doing that to also be my producer? And she said yes. And she's been my producer ever since. So, Roy, thank you for, sharing Denise with me.
Yes.
I thought you were Tom.
What else? What have you been up to lately?
Well, I've got a new knee and a couple of new baby granddaughters
Yeah?
that both came at the same time.
That makes them twins, doesn't
At
it?
at much duress to my daughter Samantha, but
I think I've seen them on Facebook.
oh,
They
yeah.
have a
I'm
family
sure you
resemblance
have.
there
I'm
with
sure
you.
have.
They look a little like you.
Thank you. They are chunky and kind of bald.
And you just celebrated a birthday, your
I
35th
did,
birthday,
yes,
I
my
think. Your 35th, I
yeah, my
think.
12th annual 59th birthday.
Your 35th times 2.
Yes. There you go.
Well, congratulations, happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, well, and I feel like we're celebrating your birthday here today by having you on the radio.
Well, I appreciate that.
No problem. What else would you like to play for us here?
I would like to do a song called Judy Ingalls,
Judy
which Denise
Ingalls.
told me she liked. So,
Judy Ingalls, is this an actual person?
I'm not sure I want to get into that.
And Denise is shaking her head really badly.
So is,
Okay.
so is Mrs. Moats.
This is Roy Moats here on 100 at Sunrise.
Thank you. Remember, I'm a songwriter. Sometimes in the morning I don't hit this note.
Oh, well, that's okay. We understand.
It felt a little strange when I reached Tyson's Corner. This used to be nothing but a two-lane home. And it felt a little sad when I drove past Wise. It used to be the scene, but now it's just a dome. Where's that place that I last saw Judy? Through the back window of my dad's fair lane. You old fool, you always wants to run down these streets. Hey, follow everyone, what made you think life was gonna wait? just write her a letter or write down the number and call her someday. I'm afraid to keep going. I'm afraid to turn back. I'm afraid I may just go insane.
Yeah. Underrated Sunrise here with Roy Moats this morning on kind of an off Sunday morning, I would say, wouldn't you say?
Off?
Yeah, off.
We're just
Joint's
off.
jumping.
We're jumping though.
Hey, I wanted to say I'm willing to offer at least one batch of Stephanie Moats cookies to anyone who gives a large amount to the WHRO. I know you're raising money for it. And I
Yeah.
love volunteering my wife for things.
It's better than
But
those
she is-
albums we were giving out yesterday.
She is the Cookie Meister. I
She's
think
the
Alan
Cookie
can attest
Meister.
to
Oh,
that.
yeah.
What kind of cookies?
She makes them all, but brickle, chocolate chip,
Mm,
oatmeal raisin are the
raisin
specialties.
rocks.
How do you get them to the people
I
if
don't
they
know.
call in?
I could meet you at the, yeah. They can come to my place and,
They could
Okay.
Facebook you or something. You could
yeah,
give them an
Facebook.
address.
I'll message them to them.
Well, then it's 889-9476 or 1-800-940-7170. And we have a free gift of Roy Moats' wife's cookies here this morning. Now, what are you going to do?
Well, tell Pat.
We like to do a song about love relationships that actually last
What's this called?
in hopes that it'll influence your.
What is this called?
This is called Maybe 'Cause We Were Lovers.
Okay, here's Roy Moats here on Unearthed Sunrise.
I've often wondered why we always did get by, no matter what we tried. Maybe 'cause we were loved. I've often wondered how we even lived till now, how much should luck allow. Maybe 'cause we were loved. And maybe it's 'cause the sunshine always was hitting us both at the same time, making us kind of immune to the rain that everybody else seemed to have to go through. We never were too much at making plans and such, but never lost the touch. Maybe 'cause we were loved, like babies and drunks and fools. One of life's crazy rules. We didn't even know the rules. We didn't even have the tools. We didn't even know how lost we were, or how much we hadn't learned, or how bad we could be burned. We never knocked on wood, or did the things we should, but every memory's good. Maybe 'cause we were loved. We always pulled through somehow. What we have to do to be that same way now. We always pull through somehow. What we have to do to be that same way now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hunter.
Hunter at Sunrise here with Roy Moats and Alan Baisley. You know, you guys have to put together an album of these gems that you guys do.
I'm planning on a CD. I've been working on it.
Well,
I've got my parts mostly laid down.
yeah?
It should come out early next year. My producer's on a 3-month tour with Joey Cook. So
Really? Is this for
they're
sure?
out west. Yeah, the Joey
Zach.
Cook and her group, which is 3 members of the Dharma Initiative.
So your
Thanks a lot.
producer is your son,
My
Zach.
son Zach Moats. And yeah, I can, the mixing and everything, that's really hard for me.
You remember, Zach was on the show once.
Zach was on here once and sounded good.
Yeah, he did sound great.
So was
and
Joey.
His wife.
So yeah, I haven't, I'm not raising money for this CD, but I have sort of pro bono asked some local musicians, a la this gentleman, Alan Baisley, and a few other great ones to provide musical parts for me. So it should sound good. It's going to be a good, despite the geriatric lead vocal, it's going to sound good. I guarantee it.
You sound young as ever. though,
Oh, go
Roy.
ahead now.
Oh, there we go. That's for sure. 35, I swear. Roy, thanks for coming down here today. Alan, thanks.
Wonderful.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on the show. It's been fun. And that's going to do it for me. My name is Hunter Hughes. Thanks a lot for listening today. We've been having a good time. And by the way, you can call in, believe it or not. There are people to answer your phones. 889-9476 or 1-800-940-7170.
Say Hunter sent 'em.
Tell them Hunter sent you at Hunter at Sunrise. And I'm going to head on out of here today. And you can catch this acoustic session again as a podcast at hunteratsunrise.com. Also, we have a concert calendar there. This show is on demand there 24/7. So check out our website, hunteratsunrise.com. We're going to end today with one of Denise's favorite artists. Brand new song from him. She doesn't know I'm going to play this, and she's looking at me sort of strangely right now. But this is Ryan Korn, and he has a new song out called The Pressure, and that's how we're going to end today. You guys have a good day.